Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to get right into it, and we're going to do jazzed up ramens. Everyday ramen noodles that we can get from any local store, we're going to do it, okay? All right. We got salmon, shrimp. We have our seasonings here, little cooking wine Marcella, good for chicken and seafood, and some basic salt and pepper. A little bit of oil, remember? You need that oil, even consistency of oil and butter to make it a good sauce. We're going to remove our watch, no cooking jewelry. And of course, we're going to sanitize. Always, always. 20 seconds, people. Let's not get our family sick. All right. I think that's a good count, right? All right. Gonna firmly dry. And we actually can use this towel all day, as long as it stays clean. So let's get right into it. We have the salmon. Go ahead and get that opened up. Got it right from a local Publix. We got great seafood. And actually this came pre-marinated. And brown sugar. 2 fillets there. Remember, keep that one hand clean, one hand for the proteins. And we're just going to move that to the refrigerator. We'll definitely put it in a bowl. Second to the bottom shelf. And that's that. We'll get our shrimp going. Shrimp open on the seam. Got about a pound. Maybe about 14 to 20 pieces. That's good there. You actually store this right with the fish in the same bowl. And it's gonna be good. We're actually gonna take our time right now and then de-peel these shrimp. They've already been deveined. And that's good. Take that right off there like that. This doesn't take long at all. It's going to be good. After we de-peel these, we're going to get some good seasoning on them. I really love cooking shrimp because, yeah, it's at the bottom of the ocean, but it's so delectable. All seafood is good. Those who can eat it, those who can't, my apologies. There's other great foods that we're going to be cooking on this channel. And we're actually almost done with the de-peeling. And it saves time. It makes it more edifying, more personal when you cook it. More edible when you eat it. Easier to deal with, easier to get down, and everybody can enjoy it, from the youngest member to the oldest member of the family. And it's just good stuff. Alright. And I definitely just wanted to make sure that this was on the tutorial this morning, or this afternoon, excuse me, because it's important to get those shells off. You never want anybody to ingest them. It's not fun. It's just simply as that. It's just not fun. So, that done. Let's wash our hands and dispose of that. Quick rinse. Just keep our area clean. Alright. Get our butter. Turn on our skillet. Again, we're going to have that slotted pan, slope pan. Paring knife, something easy to maneuver your ingredients into the pan. 2 half. Let's go a little bit smaller than we did yesterday. Quarter, quarter. Drop that in there. Go ahead and go right in with, after that, with the oil. I'm going to use our measuring cups. Let's be proficient. 1 tablespoon. And these cups, you can get them right at Dollar Tree. It's not nothing big. Just makes it so much more fun. Alright, that's done. It's going to start melting down. Last 7 pieces of shrimp. And Get that good seasoning on it. We're actually going to continue to season the salmon as well. Put our own little spin on it. And again, you can use any seasonings you like. Whatever your taste buds love. Obago's good. A little bit of complete seasoning. Any seafood seasoning you like. And that looks great. It's all good. Make sure you create a good space. We'll go right into the seasoning. Oh, excuse me. We're going to rinse. Always rinse our proteins. Rinse it a few times just to get any little extra no good pieces on there. That's what I like to call them, no good pieces. And then back onto your clean surface. And then go start right in with your seasoning. And if you're following and copying today at home, then you'll hear that butter start to melt down and that oil and butter start to emulsify. You do a light shake. I'm going to use all the same seasonings. Give it a good coat. Again, it's going to be like coloring. You want the surface just to be even. All the color just being good. Like a nice shade. I'm going to get a couple of drops. 1, 2. For the hot sauce. I like it spicy. Some don't. That's okay too. Whatever your preference is. Your choice. Some pepper, of course. Basic seasoning. A little bit of salt, not over the food. And then we're going to go right over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Little sprinkle. And as you can see, turn the camera a little bit for you. That's coming along just great. It's coming along great. Okay. Got that going. I'm going to flip this over. Massage that all into the food there. Get that going good. Little rinse. I'm going to go back over it lightly, but covered with the same seasonings. And sometimes you can alternate. One season on one side of the protein could be different from the other side. 1 or 2 of them. Give it a different taste. And that's okay too. Again, it's all your preference. Now, we're going to start with a half a cup, a whole cup of water. And I like to take my time when I purchase different cooking utensils at home and instruments, because my same storage bowls are actually measuring bowls as well. They have it right here on the side. So I can add 1 cup of water to that. And that's going to come out good. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, we got that going. We're actually going to, add some more butter there. Another wedge. And that's going to be good. Perfect. That actually works down and starts to come to a boil. It's going to be good. Now, while that's marinating, sitting, we're going to transfer this protein into a bowl. Let's get me a bowl. Right? And that's actually smelling really good. Oh, you can smell those aromas. We're going to do a soft lid and into the refrigerator until that's ready to be prepared. Until that's ready to cook up. Little secret ingredient, mussels. Now, some may say that, oh, those mussels are coming out of a box and that nut might taste the same as fresh, and some have their opinions, and that's okay too. What's important is how you jazz it up. Let's get rid of that. Gonna run this over some hot water. Package still in the package. Let that just soften up a little bit in there. The same knife I'm going to use to open up the package, then wash off. Okay. Let that dry, air dry. And actually, those mussels are going to be ready to go in right after. Dispose of that. And now the mussels are ready to actually join the jazzy ramens. And place that in the refrigerator until that's ready. We're going to do a light cleanup. Remember, you want to keep your area clean. And we're going to actually enjoy the moment while that water begins to boil. And again, this light cleanup is good. Keeps the area clean, trusted, so anything touching it is not going to harm your family. Everybody loves our family. Even the crazy uncle and the psycho auntie. We love them all. And that cousin that always comes over. You be like, didn't I tell you to come over later? Alright, that's clean. That water is actually boiling. And as long as you always keep moving in the kitchen, you'll always have good progress. Seriously, keep your hands moving, your mind's focused. Alright, that's coming along good. Now we're going to season what we've already added to our skillet. As you can see, that's working nicely there. Get some adjustment on the camera a little bit. There you go. We're going to get some cayenne. A nice little sprinkle there. Hot sauce to enhance. Couple drops, not too much. Can be very strong. And to be honest, we're going to go in with the same seasonings. A little complete seasoning, and that's going to be about 2 tablespoons. We're going to add that last couple cubes of butter. Oh, yes. Don't forget the wave. Oh, that's beautiful right there. That's beautiful. Gonna get you a closer view on that and how that's turning out. That looks good. That's what you want. You want a nice bubble. You want those flavors in there blending well and meshing together very well. And we're gonna let that go for a while. Gonna get my bowls ready. Listen, if you do have to sneeze, always double cross into the elbows, never your hands, okay? And then still always wash your hands. Just in case. Again, keep all family members safe and any guests you may have over. Okay? Alright, got one bowl. Got 2 bowls. Okay. Now with that seasoned up real good, we're going right in with the protein. Yeah, that nice piece of salmon there. That's gonna go right in the pit. It's okay, mistakes happen. It's best to always move out of the way. Go ahead and clean that up off your eye. All right, and we're back at it. Should have put on an apron, but things happen. Can't depict it. The other piece of salmon, and they go right in with the shrimp. And that's done. Get you a nice little turn on that camera again, and that's how it should be looking for you. Again, if you're following at home today, you're doing everything just right. And those who are taking mental notes, good for you too. Go ahead and just submerge that last piece of butter. And we're good. And let that cook up. And that should take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. Now, I know some may be thinking, well, what are we going to do while that cooks for 10 to 15 minutes? Very simple question. We're going to prep protein for dinner. 1 second. If you were tuned in yesterday, you might remember that sauce and all that great au jus you made yesterday from breakfast steak. We're going to work with that for a moment. We have a very nice piece of top round steak here. Again, from a local purveyor. Very good piece. We're going to rinse that. Move that to the sink. And this is just all utilizing your time. Those stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, stay-at-home aunties, just stay-at-home period. We got COVID going on. We want to make sure everybody's safe. Everybody's eating good still. 5StarRdy-catering to help you get there without even going to school. Gonna go ahead and just rinse out that same bowl that it was in. And we're gonna actually not beat it, but just press on it. And that's gonna get it going good. Okay. Actually, I'm sorry, let me get that out of your way. We're pressing on it like that. We're not beating it. It's more like a massage. Alright. Okay. We're going to go over with a light salt. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. I can smell my seafood cooking up good for my jazzy ramens. And I'm not wasting any time in the kitchen. Salt. Alright, and that's actually just enough. There, a little bit of pepper. That's going on good. Again, coloring technique. We're going to turn a little bit over to the jazzy ramen protein. And we're going to give that a nice stir. Yes, that's turning out beautiful. That's turning out great. Small flip. And that's just sitting in there. That's just, oh, can you take a look at that? That's just soaking up all those good juices and that flavor that you created. Excuse me, pardon me. Bless me. Thank you. This is all turning out great. This is turning out great. This is gonna be delicious. Okay, let's get it back to the top round. Go back over with the complete seasoning. Again, it's just a nice color, nice even overall. Go over. I'm gonna actually do, where is it? The cayenne pepper again, just to give it a little extra kick. And I won't apply the same seasoning on the opposite side. That's gonna go over well. On this side, we're gonna do the hot sauce. Actually, just gonna get some of that, about a good tablespoon on there, teaspoon. And we're gonna massage that into the meat. We're gonna get that a good massage in there. Get those. It's gonna be the back side of your fingers here. We're just pressing. We're just getting that in there. Rinse. A little bit of complete again. It's always good. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And guess what? We can actually turn off that seafood. Turn that down, pardon me. A little bit of light salt on this side. And that salt's just enhancing those flavors that you've already created with the different seasoning. Make sure that you choose. And then we're gonna go over with, place this top ramen right back into a bowl. Small steaks in there too. Gonna get a light wipe up. Right. Looking good. Now we're just out of the 10-minute mark, and that dripping and that juice, all of those good flavors that we created on yesterday and today is going back on top of that top round. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, this is ready for dinner. And that's actually going to sit for the next 4 hours. And it's going to be ready. It's going to be great. That being said, my salmon looks good. I can give it a nice, let's turn that over for you, get you a good look. I can give it a nice poke test with my spoon here. And I know that as that falls apart underneath, that salmon is cooked through. A great juice in there, and that's what you want. When you taste that, this is what you want to see, folks. You want to see a nice blend with the oil and the water and the butter, how it all came together. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's get our bowls ready. Let's get those, like I said, just basic top ramen. And that's gonna be good. That seafood is off. We're actually just gonna throw these in the microwave. Actually, Chef Mike. All right, let that go. Another one time over with the cleanup. By the time that's done, I'll knock out these dishes. Thought I forgot, but I didn't. Mussels only take 4 to 5 minutes, folks. So we're gonna actually spoon out the shrimp. The shrimp is done. We're gonna spoon out the shrimp, folks. Oh, that's good. That's looking good. It's looking really good. And while that juice and everything is still in there cooking good, look at that. Look at that. Look how that looks. That's beautiful. We did good. We did great. Yes, that came out beautiful. All right, and then right after that, we're gonna go right in with the mussels. Excuse me. Oh yes. Oh yes. Let me get you guys over on how that looks. Look at that. Look at that. Let me get you right. Let me get you right. Look at that. That's nice. That's what we're looking for. That right there. Let me get you right. That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful. Sorry about that little whirlwind. Alright. Once that gets to a good boil, put the shrimp in a keep safe. And we're good. Right here, it's small thumb over the Marcella, and you do a little shake, and that's gonna enhance that salmon that's left in the pan and those juices, and that's gonna enhance those mussels. And that's just about that. To be honest with that technique there, it's less than 7 ounces. Way less than 7 ounces in Marcella. And that's going to enhance. Oh, that smells great. Yes. Why didn't she add onions? Some people may say. Onions have great flavor. Yes, they do. All in when you apply them. Get a small chop on an onion. Ever just so many. Come back this way, folks. We have our standard chef knife again. Index finger here, thumb here, around the side. Technique. At this point, the tip is going to be at the thumb. We're chopping. That's it. On the side here, and we go the other way. And we have to spin. And we're done. And that's going to be delicious. See, with the onions being applied right down there toward the end of the finishing product, they're gonna jazz up and enhance the flavor so well between the Marcella and the mushrooms. The mussels. Excuse me, no mushrooms this time, just the mussels. And then that salmon is still in there playing around with those flavors. Oh, it's going to be delicious. I'm telling you. Next time, I hope you follow along. Those that couldn't today. Tomorrow, we're going to have another one. Not sure what the menu is going to be yet. But I know it's going to be great. And that's coming to a nice bubble. You guys are doing great. Let's check on Chef Mike, see if he needs some help. Guess what? It's all gonna finish at the same time. Yes! It's gonna be great. I'm telling you. Okay. So last cleanup for the day. Okay, like I said, when I'm done with these jazzy ramens, I will have no cleanup because we took the time and those 25 seconds to clean up those few little dishes. And we're done, folks. About to enjoy these ramens. All right. All right, Chef Mike, here we go. Oh, yes. We're going to actually drain off the excess water. Add 1 season pack. Yeah. 1 season pack per. That's going to be good. Let's get a good little stir on that. Let's get the ramens actually covered up on that. Season it. That way the noodles themselves carry its own flavor. Especially once it blends with your jazzy seafood. Okay. All I need . We're gonna get a friendly little scoop here, so we can scoop out all those good juices that we created earlier. We're gonna actually bring the shrimp back. Let's get those into the bowls. Let's not waste any juice. Okay, now. How do you know? How did she know it was only going to take that long for the mussels? Look, when they start to pop open, they're ready to be served. And that's how you want it to look, folks. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Now remember, we're always working on presentation. From how we dress in the morning to how we fix our hair or have the sharpest shoes. So we're gonna actually bring out the salmon first, place that in the plate, in the bowl, stand that on its side. We're gonna do the same here. Place it on its side. It's nice there. That way we have room for the other showpiece. The mussels. Those are gonna go right down the middle. Shrimp underneath, fish on its side, mussels down the middle. Now my husband loves this dish. And I love it too. Okay, now let's go back for some of those great flavors. And we're just gonna take our time because that's still hot. And that's gonna give you the ramen effect. And that's it. That flavor is gonna be great. Your efforts were also great. And your family is gonna love your jazzy ramens. Now let's get this camera turned around for you all so you can see the finished product. And that, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, people of all ages, cultures, and backgrounds, that's jazzy ramens. Looks great. Looks really great. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.